Same age, same year of retirement, same starting super balance, give or take. Frank retired to a unit in Manly, 20 minutes from where he grew up in the eastern suburbs. Brian retired to a small town called Umundi, about an hour inland from the Sunshine Coast, on a property with a tin shed and a creek out the back. 3 years in, both of them say they made the right decision. Both can show you the bank statement to prove it. But the lives they're living couldn't be more different. Which one actually wins? Let's walk through it.
Start with the obvious: housing. When Frank sold the family home in Vaucluse and downsized to a 2-bedroom apartment in Manly, he came out of the move with $1.4 million in cash, plus a paid-off unit worth about $1.2 million. Sounds enormous, but Manly strata is $8,000 a year. Council rates another $4,000. Insurance, the building levies, the occasional special assessment for lift repairs. That's $15,000 a year before Frank has bought a single coffee. Brian sold a similar Sydney family home, moved to Umundi and bought a 3-bedroom Queenslander on half an acre for $620,000. He pocketed nearly $1.8 million. His council rates are $2,800 a year. No strata, no body corporate. His running costs on the house are roughly $5,000 a year. Half of Frank's with 3 times the space. Brian is already $10,000 a year ahead just on housing. But here's where it stops being simple. Tuesday morning, both blokes. Frank walks out his front door and is at the beach in 8 minutes. He gets a flat white from the cafe he's been going to since 1987. He sees 3 people he knows on the way. There's a string of restaurants, a movie cinema, 3 medical specialists, a Bunnings and a hospital, all within a 15-minute drive. His daughter and grandkids are 25 minutes away by car, on the train in 40. Brian walks out his front door and the air smells like eucalyptus. There are kookaburras. There's no traffic noise. The nearest decent coffee is 15 minutes drive in Umundi village. The nearest hospital is 35 minutes. His GP is 20 minutes. His specialist for his heart medication is 90 minutes, down to Brisbane every 6 months. His daughter is in Melbourne. He sees her twice a year. Same morning, same age. 2 completely different versions of retirement. Now the money side, because this is where the gap shows up in unexpected places. Frank's monthly grocery bill at Coles in Manly runs about $700 a month for himself and his wife. The IGA in Umundi, where Brian shops, basically the same chain, same brands, runs about $560. Fresh produce is cheaper in regional areas because it's grown closer. Brian buys eggs from a neighbour for $5 a dozen. Frank pays $12 at the local fancy grocer because that's what's there. But car costs reverse the picture. Frank does maybe 5,000 kilometres a year. He could give up his car entirely and use rideshare and the bus, though he hasn't. Brian does 25,000 kilometres a year because everything requires a 20-minute drive. His fuel bill is roughly $3,200 a year. Frank's is $900. Healthcare is where the country starts to bite back. Brian's specialist trips to Brisbane cost him about $1,600 a year in fuel, accommodation occasionally, and the time it takes. If something goes wrong urgently, a fall, a chest pain, he's at the local rural hospital first, and any serious case means a helicopter or a transfer. Frank in Manly is 10 minutes from a major teaching hospital. The cost is the same. The peace of mind isn't. But here's the thing nobody puts in a spreadsheet. Brian wakes up at 5:30 every morning, makes coffee, walks down to the creek with his dog. He's been keeping bees for 2 years. He volunteers 2 mornings a week at the local men's shed. He knows almost everyone in his town, within 5 kilometres. When his wife had a fall last year, 4 neighbours brought food round without being asked. Frank wakes up at 7:30. Reads the paper at the cafe, plays tennis twice a week at the local club. His social circle is mostly former colleagues and his daughter's friends. He's surrounded by people, but knows maybe a dozen by name. When his wife had a hip operation, he managed everything alone. Friends came to visit, but nobody dropped off a casserole. Different kinds of connection. Both real, both worth something. Neither one universally better.
The financial scoreboard. Rough numbers. Frank's annual cost of living in Manly, all in, housing, food, transport, utilities, healthcare, entertainment, runs about $74,000 a year for himself and his wife. That's a comfortable retirement by ASFA standards, well funded by their combined super. Brian's annual cost him, you Monday, runs about $52,000. That's a $22,000 a year saving. Over a 25-year retirement, that's $550,000 in saved spending. Money that stays in their super, growing, available for aged care, helping their daughter buy a house, or simply not being spent. City, $74,000 a year. Country, $52,000 a year. If money was the only metric, the country wins, and it isn't close. But money isn't the only metric, and both these blokes will tell you that.
Frank told me once, if I'd moved to the country, I'd have saved enormous amounts of money and slowly gone mad. I need people, I need noise, I need to walk somewhere and have something happen. Brian told me, if I'd stayed in Sydney, I'd have died in a unit looking at a brick wall. The money would have been fine, the life would have shrunk. Both right, neither wrong. So which one actually wins?
Country wins on money, no contest. Country wins on space, peace, community in the village sense, and the kind of retirement where you grow your own tomatoes and know your neighbours. City wins on access to healthcare, family proximity, lifestyle variety, social density, and the kind of retirement where you can be spontaneous, see a movie tonight, eat out somewhere different, catch the train into town for an exhibition. The honest answer is, the right retirement is the one that matches the person you actually are, not the person you wish you were.
Frank tried country living for 6 months in his 50s, hated it. He needed the city. Brian tried city living for 30 years of his working life and counted the days until he could leave. Which one are you? Don't answer based on the cost, answer based on the life. Because the cost gap is real, but the wrong life will cost you more in 3 years than the city ever did. Frank or Brian? Which one's closer to you? Drop it in the comments. I'm the Retired Aussie. I'll see you in the next one.